the heart of Blackwood Forest, there lived an animal unlike any other, a stag with antlers that could pierce the sky. But it wasn't just the stag's appearance that made it legendary. No, it was the eerie creature that stalked it, a dark shadow of terror that haunted the woods. Luke cautiously steps into Blackwood Forest, his every move shadowed by the weight of the dark tales. The whispers of villagers echoed in his mind, stories of glowing eyes, chilling growls, and shadows that seemed to breathe. Every rustle of leaves felt alive, every step heavier than the last. He knew the forest held secrets, but what haunted him most was the question, would the beast be watching? Luke ventures into the heart of the forest, his focus sharp as he follows the stag's delicate tracks imprinted on the damp soil. The towering trees seem to close in around him, their branches clawing at the sky. The silence is unnerving, broken only by the distant rustle of leaves. A chill creeps along his spine, a whisper of something unseen, something watching. Each step feels heavier, every breath louder, as if the forest itself is warning him to turn back. But Luke presses on, unaware that he may not be the only hunter in Blackwood. Luke steps into the misty forest clearing, his breath catching at the sight before him. A majestic stag, its antlers like ancient branches, standing proud yet still as stone. The air around them feels heavy, thick with an unnatural stillness. The stag's eyes meet his, unblinking, filled not with fear but with an eerie awareness. Luke's heart pounds as a chill creeps through the clearing. It's not just the stag he senses, something else is out there, silent, hidden, and dangerously close. The serenity of the moment shatters, replaced by the oppressive weight of unseen eyes watching from the shadows. The forest falls deathly silent as the beast emerges from the shadows, its massive frame shrouded in mist. Glowing eyes pierce the darkness, locked on Luke with a predatory hunger. Each step it takes feels like thunder, shaking the ground beneath his feet. Its jagged claws glint in the pale light, and its breath hangs heavy in the icy air. Luke grips his weapon tightly, his heart pounding as the creature towers over him, shadows stretching across the clearing like a harbinger of doom. This was no mere beast. This was the terror of Blackwood Forest, and it had found him. Luke's footsteps echo through the dark forest, each breath sharp and panicked as he races against time. Behind him, the grotesque beast crashes through the underbrush, its guttural growls reverberating through the trees. The ground is uneven and branches claw at him, slowing his escape. His heart pounds, each beat a reminder of the danger closing in. Every glance over his shoulder reveals nothing but the glowing eyes of the creature, its hunger palpable. The night air is cold, his body aching, but there's no time to rest. The trees seem to shift and close in, disorienting him as the creature's footsteps grow louder, closer. He pushes himself harder, his mind focused solely on surviving the chase. The silence of the forest is shattered by the beast's roar, and Luke knows with a sinking dread that the only way out is to keep running, keep fighting. But for how long? In the clearing, the stag stands its ground, eyes locked on the monstrous beast before it. Its antlers gleam in the moonlight, embodying pure courage. The beast snarls, hungry and relentless, but the stag remains unwavering, a silent challenge in the face of certain doom. Luke watches from the shadows, unable to move, his disbelief growing with each passing second. The forest is still, as if holding its breath, waiting for the clash between strength and terror. Luke stands bewildered in the clearing, the eerie silence of the forest wrapping around him like a heavy cloak. The beast is gone, leaving only the soft whisper of the wind through the trees. Before him, the stag remains, regal and serene, its eyes holding an ancient wisdom that seems beyond comprehension. Luke is still, his mind racing to understand what he's witnessed. In this moment, time seems to stand still, and the only sound is the gentle rustling of leaves as the stag stands like a silent guardian, watching over the quiet, mysterious forest. Luke stands at the edge of Blackwood Forest, the chilling memory of his encounter haunting him. The air is thick with the stillness of the night, but something feels off. he's not alone. He can still feel the burning gaze of the beast, its eyes locked on him in a way that won't release its grip. The forest seems alive, watching, waiting. Luke swallows hard, his mind racing, trying to shake the feeling of being followed. The trees, twisted and ancient, stand like silent sentinels, their dark silhouettes blending into the night. A shiver runs through him, and he knows. Blackwood Forest has marked him. The presence, unseen but felt, is still there, lurking just beyond his sight.